Hi, my name's Louise and I attend St Mary's Church, and this is how I became a Christian. Up until 2008, I had never attended a church service. I think I'd only ever been to weddings and baptisms, but to actually go to a church service, I'd never done it, and I didn't feel I needed God in my life. My son attended a Catholic primary school and they started rehearsing the Nativity. And he came home from school and he asked, "Mum, is Jesus a story like Santa Claus?" And it's not something I've ever thought about or knew anything about. So I said to him, I said, "Would you like to go to church and find out more about Jesus?" Which is what we decided to do. So I spoke to my sister, who had been attending St Mary's for quite a while, but she'd gone through a period of time where she'd stopped. But she had been talking about returning. So we decided together that that Sunday we would go to St Mary's and see what it was all about and learn more about Jesus for Ryan, so he would have the answer to his question. So that's what we did. On the Sunday we turned up at St Mary's and we were made to feel so welcome by everybody. We sat at the back of church with our books and the children, and Jan Waterman, who did junior church at the time, came over and asked if the children would like to go through to junior church, which they all agreed to do. Julie and I then just sat through the service to see what it was all about, and it was great to have somebody there with me who had attended church, so she was able to guide me through what you would say, when to stand, etc. And I sat and I enjoyed my first church service and listening to how God loves all of us. It was just a wonderful experience. The children then came back after Sunday school and Jan came over and asked if we would be attending up until Christmas so the children could take part in the nativity at church. And Dodds then came over and said it was wonderful to see so many children at church, because church had been praying for children to attend, otherwise they wouldn't have had a nativity that year. And Julie and I turned up with 6 children between us. So we asked them and they agreed they would love to take part in the nativity. And since then I've never looked back and my faith has just grown and grown. About a year and a half later, I was confirmed as a Christian. I went to sessions with the vicar at the time, Roger, and we talked about stories from the Bible and what faith meant to us, and any question we had we could ask and he would answer it as best he could. And on the day I got confirmed, I've never felt such peace. It was just a wonderful experience. And my faith has just gone on from there. I've attended an Alpha course, which I would advise anybody to do, because you learn more and more about Jesus and God's love for us. And you can ask any question and they will try and answer it, or it'll turn into a lovely discussion of what people actually think about what you've asked. And it's just gone on from there. Unfortunately, Julie passed away a few years ago, and that is where I've really felt God's love through the people of St Mary's. The love, comfort, just knowing what to say, just knowing sometimes that I just need a hand on my arm to get me through some of the services that had hymns in that we'd sang at a funeral. That's definitely when I felt God's love through the people of St Mary's. Thank you.